So I was introduced to the future in a restaurant just off the block, where we used to pull the face off fire hydrant to stomp out the burning cigarette that sets up dates for me and my shadow each day around noon. And the sun says the earth's been giving it the runaround, and soon we'll have to have a sit down before the peasants learn to stand up for themselves. We ordered something we knew we both could enjoy, because today he was feeling like the sharing type, showing me photos of tomorrow and how yesterday was the cameraman. The photo shoot sponsored by Decisions and the whole event taking place in the conscious. He kept changing color, and I'm not sure if it was the food, but I'll go as far as to complain to the waitress and blame it on the cook if it takes the attention off of me. I mean, comfort is a friend I like to visit, and the questions of the cab drivers that drink on the job. So I've learned to walk instead of pay for a ride, because being stuck in a dented up car with no direction won't get me anywhere, and anywhere is what's comfortable as long as I can call it something. So I keep my boots tied to the east and wait for the sun to pull me up the block. This city is the brother of suburbia, and suburbia the cousin of the country, and we all share a studio apartment in a high rise above the clouds, all in the same boat, unsure of who the captain is, and always trying to predict the current only to justify its motives. But I've been thrown overboard. Some cloud took a drag off a cigarette and exhaled over my sea. You see, when the wind hits, it knocks you off your feet, and since we can't walk and just our legs, we're forced to get intimate with the ground. And she was bumping enough to have me mesmerized. I let my fingers follow her curves up the road, and she pushed me off at the restaurant where I met my future. So I guess you could say the wind is the one who set up this blind date, and weather is often the dress code at these parties, intended by well-dressed metaphors who come to kick it to similes, hoping they get compared to something positive. And I don't think I can exactly pinpoint what it was that came down as the wind, but when I caught of it, it left my right cheek rosy enough to want to pick myself for some balance, so I can keep on keeping on my tightrope straddled across the sun and the moon. And I'm racing towards the evening, hoping to reach the lunacy of myself before the sun's end of the tether burns up like a bomb's wick, and I seem to be the gunpowder. Bumped into some sort of psychic wearing mismatched socks. He wore his skin like a trench coat and kept flashing me his heart, shaped like a brain, take down the center rain when the sun's out. Told me over 2 cups of tea that I would never recognize it when it came, and I drew a map of his face and framed it in my foyer. My brain's a fridge with cutouts of his catchy saying stuck all over it, and I can't seem to get our over-expensive lunch dates off of my mind, off my mind. Bumped into some sort of psychic wearing mismatched socks. He wore his skin like a trench coat and kept flashing me his heart, shaped like a brain, take down the center rain when the sun's out. Told me over 2 cups of tea that I would never recognize it when it came, and I drew a map of his face and framed it in my foyer. My brain's a fridge with cutouts of his catchy saying stuck all over it, and I can't seem to get our over-expensive lunch dates off of my mind, off my mind.